got to get themselves back nice and tight again when Scotland win possession.
Lallana, Ali. Now Walker. Dyer. Livermore. Bertrand. Rashford coming a little deeper. Oh, Walker. Marcus Rashford. Dyer under pressure from Griffiths. Holding Griffiths back. Got to watch himself, Dyer. In other circumstances, that might have been a yellow card offence. He's only just picked up one.
Well, he has to be very careful, but that's quality from Lee Griffiths, you know. He works his socks off going forward, leading the line, but this is what Gordon Strachan has asked him to do, is track back, get in behind the Livermore and Dyer and try and nick the ball off them.
Griffiths on the move. Smalling watching it carefully. Dyer trying to tidy up. He presented it to Armstrong, Brown, Tierney, Robertson. Wayward from Brown. It's taking the momentum out of the situation. The win out of Scotland sails. England about to make their first change, and it's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I understand it's Marcus Rashford who's going to be replaced. Lallana behind Rashford, easy for Mulgrew. McCarthy. Fouled by Brown. Dyer find into Ali. It's a rather lazy sort of flick.
Yeah, he's not been at his best today, is he, Dele Alli? But that's a part of experiencing that as a player and growing. He's still a box threat, though. If there's a chance there, he's the one you're looking to take it.
Well, he's not 20 till October. Marcus Rashford is going to play a lot more games for England. But for now, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who played in midfield in the last international against Lithuania in March, that was his first cap for 18 months, comes on. And it looks like he is going to play down that right-hand side where Rashford was. Scotland, meanwhile, are preparing to make a very interesting change, because this will be a debut for Ryan Fraser of Bournemouth, who Gordon Strachan was talking up during the week. James Morrison has already come off, so it can't be number 6. But MacArthur, you may remember, breathtaking Premier League game between Bournemouth and Liverpool, where he came on with 35 minutes to play and finished up as man of the match in that 4-3 Bournemouth win. He's only 5'4", there's not a lot of Ryan Fraser, but he's going to provide a different, pacier kind of threat than Robert Snodgrass.
Oh, it's fresh legs, Clive. Get him on, he likes to come inside, you know, drive, he'll be working hard. With Robert Snodgrass, at times, he doesn't like tracking back. Gordon likes him to try and track back a little bit, help out the defenders. Maybe Robert's tiring a little bit and gives Ryan an opportunity.
Got some defending to do here. Bertrand with a cross, Kane with the header, smart stop by Gordon. Still a chance for Dele Alli, and Gordon in action again. Snap header by Harry Kane, forcing the save from Craig Gordon.
It's an early cross, isn't it, from Bertrand? Just gets it in the box, and it's reactional from Kane. Great little header. Dele Alli just can't find a red shirt pulling it back. But England needed that sort of thing to happen, that little phase of action, because Scotland were just growing in this game and getting a lot more of the ball.
Cahill. Bertrand has timed his run well and found a cross and found Charlie Mulgrew.
It's interesting Scotland make the substitution down the right-hand side, and right away England are going in and trying to catch Ryan Fraser, you know, not up to speed with the game, try and get in that side on Akichi Anya.
Bertrand taking evasive action as Brown snapped at him. Scotland have the throw. Quarter of the match to go. In pure qualification terms, a draw would not be the worst result for England, but this fixture is about more than finding a way to Russia next summer. Anya. Smalling has been penalised there. He may feel as if Griffiths was backing into him.
Just had a little stretch there, Chris Smalling as well. Is that a little touch of cramp, a little bit not played for a little while, sneaking in, tired?
He played 4 club games in the closing month of the season after getting injured on England duty. Chris Smalling, one of them was the Europa League final. Barrett and Mulgrew forward. Armstrong with the free kick. Balls conveniently for a little more to hook clear. Tierney's got to deal with this. And now Gordon's got to deal with it. He's got Dele Alli for company. And it's a very cheap throw-in for Scotland to concede.
Could have ended up a lot worse, couldn't it, for Scotland? As soon as Tierney didn't get onto that ball quick enough. From Livermore's clearance, he was always on the back foot, and Gordon's touch wasn't right, was it?
Oxlade-Chamberlain. Lallana. Walker to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Lallana once more. Managed to withstand Brown's challenge, but not MacArthur's. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's got past Brown this time. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain going for goal himself and scoring. He's only been on the field a couple of minutes, but Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has broken the deadlock, scored against Scotland on England's last visit north of the border back in 2014. His first goal of the calendar year for anybody is a really important goal for England.
He just tries a little skill here, doesn't he? Chamberlain doesn't come off, but he's persistent. Comes inside on his left foot. Is there a slight deflection, or I think Gordon just couldn't see? Couldn't get a clear view of the ball. It's a lovely little body swerve. Comes inside on the left, just hits it at the target. And you've got to say that perhaps Gordon's got to do better there.
Well, looking at it, he's got to make the save through Armstrong's legs. But I take it back even further than that, Glenn, because, you know, the youngster Tierney, I think he might have been over-covering a little bit if he's goes into the gap and defends in front of him. Actually, as that ball goes through from that little bit of luck from Chamberlain, Tierney might have had an opportunity to be in that position and clear the line for Scotland. So there's a little bit of indecisiveness in there defending.
But an unsighted Craig Gordon let that through his grasp. It's a goalkeeping error. England are in front. And just to remind you, England have not conceded in this qualifying group as yet. And Scotland haven't come from behind to beat England since 1976.
This is the problem now Scotland and Gordon Strachan's got now. They've got to open up a little bit. They've got to try and get back in this game. And England now can just be clever and just sit off them and maybe hit them on the break.
Tierney, they lost that in the sun momentarily. Mulgrew improvises a back pass, but it was with his thigh.
it's legal.
I think Harry Kane needs to look up the rule book. I think he's appealing for a back pass.
Yeah.
I do find it ridiculous that you can hit it off your thigh, your head, your chest, everything but your foot.
Yeah.
And it's deemed not a back pass.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Back pass is penalised if deliberately kicked by foot or shin. The use of knee or thigh is permitted. Fraser making an impact. Important header that by Cahill. Anya. Fitness, but at 31 years of age, Scott Brown, like most footballers, needs a summer break. Interesting to see if this scoreline remains the same, whether he'll play for Scotland again. Brown's fouls conceded this free kick, which Ryan Bertrand will take. In towards Dyer. This time the header. Presented by Brown, straight to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Crossed in towards Adam Lallana. What a good chance that was. Looking a little ragged at the moment, Scotland.
Yeah, giving the ball away in the defensive third. Chamberlain outpaces Brown, gets a lovely little clip in. And I've got to say, Lallana's got to hit the target at least there. He's got time, space, he's above it. He's got to work harder to get more above it, actually, but should have hit the target.
Headed a good goal for England against Scotland in November at Wembley. Adam Lallana. Scotland are turning in a moment to the man whose late goal beat Slovenia here in March, Chris Martin, about to come on. Dyer. Ali. It's overcomplicated things a bit today at Dele Alli. Christoph Berra. Stuart Armstrong. Andy Robertson. Kieran Tierney. To Fraser. Robertson. Fraser's asked too much of the Hull City player. Smalling taking no chances, though.
Message to all England supporters. England supporters, please remain in your seats. Ahead of the match, this is to assist viewers safe departure from the stadium.
Armstrong.
It will only take you a few minutes. Thank you.
Stumbled to the ground, but he's managed to offload to Griffiths. Hart always had that covered.
Yeah, he gets himself into a very good position, Lee Griffiths as well, but Anya's just made a run over his right shoulder. I don't know if he got a shout. He just wanted one thing in his mind, was to have a shot, try and dig it out his feet. A very, very difficult technique to do for Lee Griffiths.
You can't blame him in some ways taking the shot, can you? His service to him has been awful today. And very difficult for the lad up there on his own.
Yeah, when you work your socks off, you always want that, Glenn. You want an opportunity just to get a shot on target. And sometimes you'll take anything when you're up there on your own. And fair dues to the lad, but...
It's maybe seeing Chris Martin warming up to... Searching ball from Robertson. It's found only Bertrand, though.
I think there's one or two.
Anya has just gone down.
Yeah, I think I'm just looking at that. I'm looking at Tierney. He's struggling. Anya's gone down with a little bit of cramp. Lee Griffiths was having a look around, stretching his legs as well, Clive. So, you know, they're certainly feeling the pinch at the moment, Scotland, and I think that was all down to that early chasing in the first half where they were chasing England down all the time.
See, Anya won't have played for a month or so. He was in and out of the Derby County team last season, but the championship season, apart from the playoffs, finished a month ago. This is the goal that separates the two teams, and this is the goalkeeper's view of it.
Comes through a crowded set of players, doesn't it? Scottish Football, you've got to say at this level, international level, it's down to a goalkeeping error. The line of ball gets clipped a little bit, it doesn't really deviate. He did it first half, didn't he? Parried one away, and he was looking never to catch it. It was just about parrying it, and he wasn't in behind it. He didn't get behind the ball, and line of the ball.
It's just weak hands, isn't it? I mean, he's come out, as you said, Glenn. It's a couple of punches he's came out, and the earlier one he had a shot, and where I thought he might have got both palms to it, to palm it over the bar, he actually tried to punch it over the bar. And again, this time he's tried to palm it, and weakly pushes it into his own nets.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has joined some very famous England goal scorers at Hampden Park. Hurst, Charlton, Finney, Peters, Ball, Brooking, one or two Knights of the Realm. Paul Scholes was the last before this evening. Oh, Glenn Hoddle, sorry.
Not here.
Not here, I was at Wembley.
I wanted to get home safely.
Test of England's ability just to manage these last 10 minutes or so now without any alarms. Foul by Berra on Ali. And Christophe Berra is another player who won't have played for a while, suffering with cramp. The change is going to see Anya replaced by Chris Martin, who was actually jeered onto the field by a section of the crowd when he appeared as substitute against Slovenia in March. 5 minutes later, he scored the winning goal. Got cheered off. Different kind of striker, 6 feet 1 inch target man who is heading back to Derby County after a year on loan to Fulham. Some company for Lee Griffiths. Scotland have reverted to a back four.
Well, they've done a very, very similar thing against Slovenia when they had the back four, but they went to 2 up front, and they end up getting the goal from it.
Hit by Lallana, and Craig Gordon got everything behind that one.
Yeah, you would think that Scotland now will go a little bit more direct and say to their midfield players, look, don't look for balls off the back four. Just get it forward in there, get it in the last third, and get the second balls and see what England can cope with that.
I think the problem that Scotland are having is that with so many players at the moment seem to go down with cramp, it's reluctant to actually try and get themselves out to support the front players. So if they do get it forward early, it's going to be 2 front players now against the England back four.
Tierney now playing it right back. He's done well to find Lee Griffiths in space here. And Griffiths trying to get onto his favoured left foot and engineer a finish. I tell you, he's well capable of scoring from that kind of position. Fluffed it.
Great pass from Kieran Tierney.
England will bring on Raheem Sterling for Dele Alli for these closing stages. Sterling, who himself finished the season on the Manchester City bench and hasn't played for 4 weeks. Dele Alli taking his time to depart.
It's always a good tactic, isn't it, to slow things down as well for England. They're winning the game. Scotland want to keep pressing England, ask questions, but you go to the other side of the pitch, take some valuable seconds.
on by Walker. Chamberlain not quite on the same wavelength. It's been a very encouraging few days for Gareth Southgate and the England junior teams, and news from Toulon of another victory for the, well, it's an England under-20 side, not the England under-20 side, but for the second year running they've won the Toulon tournament. They won the final today on penalties, which is a bit of a novelty, beating Ivory Coast in the end. The actual under-20 team play their World Cup final match in Korea against Venezuela tomorrow. It is the end of the field where Joe Hart was wearing a cap in the first half. The other goalmouth is now in shade and shadow. The ball wasn't too high. I don't think Gordon was onside. Cahill's foot was very high there. Fraser, as the player has gone down. Cahill's gone down too, maybe conscious of the fact that it wasn't the cleverest of challenges.
You know, he's certainly caught the player is going down. Will the referee produce the yellow card?
There was that direct ball that we were talking about, getting it forward, getting around the centre forward and the centre half, second balls, and now they've earned themselves a set play in a really dangerous position.
I mean, they've got Charlie Mulgrew. I've seen him score a couple of goals for Blackburn from free kicks this season. Lee Griffiths has scored more than a few goals for Celtic at free kicks this season as well, so it's interesting. Lee Griffiths obviously want to get on the score sheet.
Stuart Armstrong's the other player standing over the ball. Armstrong number 7, Griffiths number 9. Armstrong right-footed, Griffiths left-footed. This could be Scotland's big chance. It's hit by Lee Griffiths. It's in! And at the 13th time of asking, Lee Griffiths scores for Scotland. And it's a famous goal. An equaliser with 4 minutes left to play against England at Hampden Park.
He's popped away, he's worked hard, he's deserved it, you know. He's had 1 or 2 shots, it's gone wide of the target, and this is unbelievable for me, Clive. You know, Joe Hart is in the right position. Or in the first place, he can't see the wall is so tall, but the precision from the free kick, it just bent over into the corner. No more than Lee Griffiths deserves.
It's wonderful technique, isn't it? And Hart can't move his feet quick enough to get across to save that ball, and as you said there, Kevin, look at Strachan there, look, delighted. The second half, we've got to say, Scotland have improved their performance. They've got in the last third more times. He's deserved all the hard work he's put in there as Griffiths.
He hit the bar and then the post in the space of a minute against Slovenia here in March. He had a big chance at Wembley when Scotland were only a goal down. He's scored for Hibs here. He scored for Celtic here against Rangers. But now, in his 13th cap, his 5th international start, he scored his first goal for Scotland. And it's at Hampden and against England. Header under pressure now from Smaller. Liverpool's conceded another free kick in almost an identical position.
Well, there's the direct ball again. They've just gone forward again. The 2 centre-backs cannot handle these balls into the 2 strikers, and England have got to play different in midfield, looking to pick up the second ball. Tactically completely different than the rest of this game. And now, free kick in the same spot as you say, Clive.
First goal that England have conceded in a qualifying game for 2 years. 10 qualifiers ago, first of this campaign. And Scotland are now looking to double their money.
The same options again. Charlie Mulgrew walking away and leaving it to Armstrong and Griffiths. Can we see the same result?
England have lined it up to favour the right footer, but you'd fancy that he's so confident he might actually take it with his left foot round the outside.
It's Griffiths again. He scored again! Sensational! Lightning strikes twice in no time at all. And Lee Griffiths has written himself into Scottish football folklore. Two wonderful free kicks. And England on the verge of victory and now on the verge of defeat.
Well, you can just see it in his face, the energy sharpened from Scotland, been defending hard. And we always said that Scotland are dangerous from set plays, they've got quality players, but again, this to me is a better strike than the first free kick it hits. To get two over a wall, someone as class as Joe Hart in goal, to get two free kicks, Clive. I mean, that's absolutely outstanding from Lee Griffiths.
That's wonderful technique to get it up and down, the Koala jumping as well. And I said, will he go with his left foot round the top corner, around the outside? It's an absolute brilliant. To score one in any big game is hard, a free kick, but to do two within minutes is incredible.
And the thing as well, Glenn, look at the height of the England wall. And they're all 6 foot plus, and they're all jumping.
Raheem Sterling trying to reply. Between the two goals from Lee Griffiths, which have put England on the verge of defeat in a tournament qualifier for the first time since 2009. They're unbeaten in their last 34 tournament qualifiers. Four minutes of added time coming. We've played one already. Bertrand with the free kick. Headed down is by Smalling. And England have got a decision here on the edge of the Scotland penalty area. Free kick.
I'm trying to look at to see what that was there. I mean, the referee's looking at a stramash of bodies all around each other, and he makes a decision from 20 yards away in a very dangerous area. We see Scotland there with two free kicks. Now England are getting an opportunity.
It's Eric Dyer who's placed the ball. Dyer who thundered that free kick past the Russian goalkeeper last summer at the European finals.
It's still in a good position, but it's slightly more difficult than the two that Scotland had. It's a little bit wider and a little bit closer to the goals. You've got to get that up and down much quicker. Let's see if they can do it.
Right, Bertrand, the left footer is there too. It's going to be Eric Dyer. Oh, it's a good save by Gordon. Headed away by Tierney. And Scotland might counter here. They presented the ball to Carl Walker. Raheem Sterling. Gordon atones for his earlier error. But here's Harry Kane! It's 2-2! What a finish! England's new captain steers home the equaliser with over 2.5 minutes of added time played. Hampden Park silenced. Harry Kane has carried out a rescue act.
That's a wonderful ball, isn't it? Diagonal ball, and what a finish from Kane. He just gets it out of his feet here. When Sterling, look, puts it in the box. He's not really picking anywhere out. It's poor defending from Scotland's point of view. Stay with your runners, but what a finish.
And I'm looking at the back line, and Charlie Mulgrew, he's the man that's marking Kane. And he just turns away, lets Kane run off the shoulder into the space. You know, and you can't let someone as deadly as, you know, as that hit the target. You know, Scotland again, you know, you see the players that hit the ground. It's a massive sucker punch for Scotland, just when they thought they had the game won as well.
He'd actually gone half a dozen internationals without scoring, Harry Kane. But he was scoring for fun for Tottenham at the end of the season. Tierney in towards Griffiths. He bundled into Hart, and England have a free kick. Wow.
Can we extend this game a little bit longer? It's coming to life.
The thing is, though, I think we're probably talking 45 minutes ago, Glenn. I think Scotland were settling for 0-0.
Headed by Mulgrew. Lallana. Here's Dyer. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Harry Kane. And that's enough. We've had more than enough drama and excitement in the closing 5 minutes of the game. Honours even between Gordon Strachan and Gareth Southgate, thanks to Harry Kane's late goal after Lee Griffiths had delivered 2 memorable free kicks over the England wall to put Scotland inside of their first victory over England since Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister here at Hampden Park. We've seen an absolute classic, and there's plenty for the studio to talk about. And the bottom line is a point apiece.
Picking up, I'll just say what a last few minutes.
Is Scotland 2, England 2.
Well, what an incredible last few minutes. Ali McCoist has been to heaven and back again, and we'll get all the reaction in a couple of moments' time.
Really close marking there.